Imagine this. You're standing in front of her, waiting. The air between you is heavy, thick with the silence that comes after a fight. You've said your part. You've admitted your fault. You've opened the door. And she just looks at you. Calm. Composed. Unmoved. No apology. No acknowledgement. Nothing. You start to wonder, is it pride? Ego? Coldness? But what if it's something deeper? What if the reason she won't apologize isn't arrogance, but survival? We've been taught that apologies are a sign of maturity, of strength. But in the language of the mind, in the psychology of emotion and defense, apology is more than just words. It's an act of surrender. And not everyone has learned how to surrender safely. Here's the truth they don't tell you. Many women are not refusing to apologize because they don't feel guilt, but because their brain links apology with submission. Somewhere deep inside, there's a voice whispering. If I say sorry, I lose power. I lose ground. I lose control. Emotional survival. When a woman grows up in a world that often invalidates her feelings, she learns one thing: never give them ammunition. Apologies become weakness. Tears become manipulation. Sensitivity becomes danger. So she builds armor, silent, polished, emotional steel. And that armor doesn't bend easily, even when she's wrong. The control illusion. Her refusal to say sorry isn't about you. It's about control in a world where she's been made to feel powerless. To apologize feels like handing over that control again, and her brain resists it. It's not logic. It's wiring. The emotional frame. Men often say, just admit it, it's not that hard. But to her, that single word, sorry, carries centuries of expectation. It's a subconscious rebellion. A way to say, I won't play the role you wrote for me. Because beneath the argument, what's really being fought isn't right or wrong, it's identity. The mirror principle. And yet, here's the paradox. The more she avoids admitting fault, the more disconnected she becomes from her own emotional power. Real strength isn't in never bending. It's in knowing when to bow without breaking. You see, psychology isn't about sides. It's about patterns. And both male and female minds are trapped in them, repeating cycles of defense, guilt, pride, misunderstanding. You think you're fighting her. But often, you're both fighting your own reflections. So what do? You stop demanding apologies as proof of care. You start listening to what her silence is really saying. Because silence is never empty, it's full of fear, pride, memory. You learn to communicate without keeping score. To lead with calmness instead of accusation. And to remember, the point isn't to win the argument. The point is to understand the wound. Maybe she won't say, I'm sorry. But maybe, just maybe, her way of saying it is softer. Smaller. Hidden in a look, a touch, a question the next morning. Sometimes the apology isn't in words. It's in energy. And if you can see that, if you can rise above your own need to be right, you'll stop expecting emotional perfection. And start learning the true language of connection. Because at the end of the day, the most powerful mind is the one that doesn't need control to feel peace. The hidden truth. Not all apologies are spoken. Some are felt.